Welcome to Eat, Sleep, Nerd. Today we're going to kick back and relax. Why don't you go ahead, pause that game, turn off your other YouTube video, because I know you've got more than one tab going. Sit down and chat with us. I can't. It's like a microphone.
Welcome back to Eat, Sleep, Nerd. In this episode, we have our entire gang together for the first time in it feels like months.
Gang.
Yay!
So welcome back. Join the party. We're going to be nerding out here for the next hour or so because we have no agenda. We haven't caught up with each other in weeks. So we just want to see what everyone's been nerding out on. So if you're brand new to this show, I'm your dorky DJ, Corey Winter, and joining me, my nerdy brother Josh Winter, back for the first time in who knows how long.
Weeks.
It's been weeks. Literally weeks.
Literal weeks.
It's been a while.
Audio jungle.
Audio. As long as we watermark it. I can't,
If you know, you know. Just
We have our geeky friends, Christian James.
Hello.
All right, cool. Nick Murphy.
I burned 1,100 calories yesterday.
Wow.
Wow, that's good for you. Good for you.
That is so many calories.
Very
That's a lot of
sweaty.
calories.
Yeah.
And then, potentially down there in the little boxes or in these green screens behind us, we got Jason Summer.
I consumed 1,100 calories for lunch.
Oh,
Lost it over here, found it over there.
Hey, it's all good. I gladly give them away.
And we also got Britt.
Whee! I'm
And
actually
we got
here
the
this time.
soundboard.
Yeah.
And I'm sounding like someone started laughing at the beginning of
Yeah.
It did sound like that.
She thought that was funny for whatever reason.
Brit. Lol.
So,
Did-
just a couple of weeks ago, we all had our big meeting where we said we were not going to be doing these little chit-chat episodes anymore. But then we were like, wait, we kind of just miss chit-chatting. So I think once a month, we're all going to get together. We're just going to chit-chat about nerdy stuff that's been happening in our lives. Because I've had some nerdy stuff going on, and I want an outlet to talk about it.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping you guys feel the same way.
Yes, you may share it.
Oh,
Is that what you're
You
asking?
may share your
we're
one experience.
starting right now?
No, I'm asking, like, you're asking how we
hurry up.
felt about it. I'm like, you may share your dirty stuff.
Oh, okay.
Is like, you just want to tell everybody and then that's it? Or like, are we all sharing?
I mean, I don't
And then
know.
are we sharing what you did or are we sharing what we're all doing individually?
I think the
There
way
are
that
no
he
rules.
talked
Let's
about
listen
it
for
was
it.
like we were all gonna remember how like the first episode that I was on, how we all kind of like shared little tidbits. I think that's what he's talking about.
I don't recall that at all.
I don't recall.
Okay.
Well, Jason's back on the
Who
ball.
are you?
I don't know.
Where am I?
Yeah, let's start over.
all the way back at the cups.
So, speaking of mugs, I brought Scooby-Doo back.
That is like the most uncomfortable mug to
Yeah,
drink.
why did they ever make
How
that?
do you put that in the dishwasher?
You don't.
You have
You
to
hand
hand
wash
wash
it.
it.
But it's also impossible to hand wash
Also,
because you
jinx
can't like
for you guys.
get down in it because the hole is so small.
Oh man.
You have to get like
Anyway.
a toothbrush.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like I just like
Like a wire
I don't-
brush?
I mean, if
Like,
you
I
only
imagine,
ever
like,
drink
when-
boiling water, you don't have to
know,
clean
like
it.
on the Hallmark Channel when they're doing like the warm cup of coffee and they hold the coffee like with one handle and their hand around the other. He's like, you have to do that with like the nose and the handle. It's like,
Yeah. You have to tuck
Yeah.
his chin underneath.
Yeah, and like there's no way to
Yes.
not look like you're making out with Scooby-Doo.
That
Oh,
was so good.
Wow.
that's a different.
That was
That's a
excellent.
different
Oh.
kind of podcast.
Scooby Doo,
Oh.
Scooby Doo, and Mr. Ed together.
that one's not
Wow.
allowed on YouTube. So,
Weird.
hello.
Yep.
I'm Mr.
What are you
Ed.
What are you nerding out about over there?
guys,
Yeah.
I have been thriving here lately
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
because
because I was gone. That's what it was.
Yikes.
So, Josh, I know you've been feeling this as well. Maybe other people have been feeling it here. But these past few years, really since the pandemic hit, video game releases have been few and far between for games they actually want to play.
Yes.
But man, they are just coming out day after day right now. So these past couple weeks, I have gotten 4 new games that I've been looking forward to. And I got more in the way. So I got... yes, thank you. I've been... and they're all good. They're all good. Guys, this is...
Well, talk about them. Jesus.
I know. So Armored Core
Number
6.
one. Okay.
Armored
Okay.
Core 6.
Who is
Okay.
her? What's her story?
So It is from the From Software. It's from Software, the makers of games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and stuff like that.
Oh, so it's
Okay.
hard.
It's very hard,
Okay.
Okay, cool.
but I'm doing okay. But it's essentially you're in a gigantic mech suit and you're just wreaking havoc inside of a giant robot. It's awesome.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
I've never played an Armored Core game before, but
We had one like 20 years ago on the PS2.
we had some Gundam.
Was it Mech
games.
Warrior?
No,
We
no,
did.
no.
No,
we
we had-
straight up had Armored Core.
Oh,
we had
Armored
like
Core.
the last Armored Core.
We had some Mech Warrior games.
I mean, yeah, Mech Warrior was awesome. That was on the PC though.
Maybe I just never played it. But anyway,
I promise we had like Armored Core 2 or something.
yeah, it's been a while since this franchise has had a release, but I got it just on a whim. It's fun. I mean, giant robot blowing stuff up.
Is that literally it?
That's yes.
Like no
That's
missions?
that's
just
Michael Bay loves it.
I mean, there are
Yeah.
missions, but the missions are
blowing
giant
stuff
robot
up.
blowing stuff up. So there's that. I also got Fort Solace, which is a horror space game.
Sounds made up.
I mean, aren't all games made up? Anyway, it's set on Mars, and it's a very story-driven game. And it's pretty short, too. It was like 5 hours long, maybe. I think it was like $25. But I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more like Dead Space and like more gameplay-driven, but really it's just about the story. Like, you just walk around on Mars and discover the whatever's going on that went wrong. So that one's been fun, because I like space games. I also got Under the Waves, which I was telling Jason about.
Mm-hmm.
So Under the Waves is from Quantic Dream, which is the maker of games like Heavy Rain and
Detroit Become Human?
Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls. It's not one of their big AAA games. Like, this actually was a lot cheaper as well. But man, it is beautiful. You are a scuba diver, and like you can drive around a sub and stuff, and like you spend the entire game in the ocean. And also it deals with drama, and like it's very story driven as well. So like your character is dealing with grief and stuff like that. I haven't beaten it yet, so I don't really know what the grief is, but
It's from all the chafing.
wow.
Well, it's probably not, as my good friend Charles Brown said,
Oh.
good grief.
Oh no, it's more like good reef.
Oh, man.
My joke was funny.
And I embellished on it.
I don't think you know what embellishment.
I don't know. Yeah.
I also got Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, which is the real name of this game.
I was gonna say that sounds made up.
That-
Yeah,
I
that
remember
does sound
him
made up.
telling us about that.
They pulled nouns out of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. It is a
Yeah.
spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. If you guys ever played that.
Ah, Jet
Oh.
Set Radio. Oh man,
Yes.
the days.
The
Yes.
original Xbox.
Yes.
And it's literally almost the exact same game. Like, the premise is the same. The art style is the same. So like, it really is just Jet Set Radio, but made by a different team. So
Also, just sounds like words pulled from a hat.
Yeah, there are any
Now that I
commas?
think about it,
Are there any
no,
no.
there's no punctuation at all.
So what's the name of the game again?
oh, the current one?
Yeah, the current
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
See, you're saying it as if there's separation.
I want to make sure I enunciate the
Fair.
like it's
Oh,
Fair
fuck,
Bomb Rush
yeah.
Cyberfunk.
Bum rush,
Bomb
cyber,
Rush Cyberfunk.
Yep, that.
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
Bum rush,
Bomb
cyberfunk.
Rush Cyberfunk. And then Starfield.
Starfield.
Starfield is
Starfield.
finally out.
Starfield.
So Josh and I have been playing that. I don't think anyone else has played
Nope.
it yet.
No,
Not yet.
But-
only the cool kids.
I don't know what that is. I don't.
It's so good.
Is it good?
I'm here to learn. Go ahead.
Yes.
Teach me.
It is from the Todd Howard
Bethesda.
over at Bethesda
So the people that make Elder
Fallout,
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
That was Opie and Andy Griffith, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And he kind of looks like Opie and Andy from Andy Griffith. Like, it's funny that you said that because if you Google a picture of him, yeah, you can see it.
I know it's
But
Ron
no,
Howard.
it's-
I know
it's-
it's Ron Howard. Calm down.
We can already see the comments forming.
Mhm.
He's an American treasure.
Yeah.
He's a better director than actor.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
I like
Todd.
his daughter
Sorry.
better.
Anyway, so Starfield.
Bryce Dallas. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I
Um,
was being serious. I think she's a superior director, but whatever.
One of the most highly anticipated games in recent memory. Big AAA game.
Except for me.
Yeah.
Big stuff.
So yeah, it's basically, they've been describing it as Skyrim in space, a Han Solo simulator.
You get to build your own ship. Get to do whatever you want.
You don't know what Skyrim is?
I don't
All right.
know what Skyrim is.
Come on, get up.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm
Wow.
here to
Who
learn.
doesn't know what Skyrim is?
I'm here to learn.
Nick.
Who did his interview?
Who vetted this guy?
I'm here
You
to learn.
truly
You
did
would've-
find him in a parking lot.
Oh.
Teach
If
me.
I leave that in, you're going to get so many angry
That's
comments.
fine.
Honestly,
Drives viewers.
though, I think for a video idea, we should do a let's play of where he tries Skyrim.
You can pick one of
I-
the 100 releases of the game.
Yeah.
I really
Pretty sure you can play it on your
think-
phone
I really think you would enjoy Skyrim. I really do.
because everyone enjoys
So-
Am
Skyrim.
I going to rage?
No, well,
No.
you could.
No.
You could.
It would be a choice if
You
I
could.
rage.
You could
Yeah,
make a raging
yeah.
character. if you
So,
wanted
so
to.
Britt, what do you think the minimum amount of hours he would need to play in order to get a good idea of whether or not he'd enjoy the game?
I mean, probably just like the first act.
50.
So like 50 hours.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
gonna say really 50 to 100 because
Well, it's a 3-day weekend.
They are big games.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm willing. I just never. They just never did it.
Do it.
I'll do it.
So
Yeah.
Starfield.
Yeah, so Starfield, yes.
I've
Oh,
put
there we go.
about 20 hours into it so far, and I've barely scratched the surface. But
almost a day.
spaceships.
Has the title sequence come up yet? Like
No, I
No.
actually have not seen a title card.
No.
Sheesh.
I don't know if there is
coming.
one, but
It's coming. Like Assassin's Creed, it takes forever.
What was the game where you get the title card like seriously 4 hours into it? Oh, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. You play that
Ah.
game for like 8 hours. You get shot in the head and then it goes Cyberpunk. I'm like, wait, is that the end?
yeah.
And then it's like, oh no, that was the beginning. That was the I'm starting Act 1. It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay,
It's big.
I'll do it.
Like you get
Sure.
shot,
Is
you
it
got
like,
knocked out.
Yeah.
what kind of game is this? Do you just free roam? Do you
Yes, it is
Yeah.
open universe.
hookers and drive cars? How
So
does it
the
work?
Actually, I haven't found any hookers yet.
no, I haven't either actually.
There may not. I don't think there are hookers in space.
So the entire premise,
Okay, for now.
and like there's a whole story stuff and everything, but the premise is that you can literally fly your spaceship anywhere in the universe. It's like you can actually travel to our solar system. You can go to other solar systems. Go anywhere. You can customize your ship to be whatever
And I'm
you
talking
want it to
about
be.
like take that thing apart
yeah.
and completely swap out everything. Like you can custom build your whole ship.
Okay.
Okay,
Like,
so
Down
it's
to the
wild.
seats.
Yes. Like I mean, like it's insane. Well, you don't get to pick the seats, but like seriously, it breaks it down into a million little components, and you can rearrange them in any way you want to. Like
That's
I've
what-
been
that's-
sending Corey pictures of my ships.
That's what
Yeah.
ships. I'm sorry.
Yeah, ships.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's where the amount of hours come into it, I guess, with the many things that you
I
can
mean-
do. Or is the
I mean, yeah, there's
So-
literally infinite amount of things you can do.
I'm probably about 15 hours into it, and I think I've played one main mission.
Yeah. It's very easy to get sidetracked.
I got sidetracked doing bounty hunting for a bank.
I got
Ooh.
sidetracked
For a space
hunting
bank.
down a gang that was preventing us from getting the cure to an alien invasion on a different planet that was apparently hinting at an upcoming apocalypse, and it was a whole thing.
It sounds like an episode of Star Trek.
I mean,
Yeah.
or The Mandalorian.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask what initially what you were describing sounded a lot like No Man's Sky. But
It is the Bethesda version of No Man's Sky.
but yeah, because I was about to
It
say
is unmistakably a
they
Bethesda.
didn't have quests in that game.
Yeah, no, this
I
is
don't
very
think-
quest heavy.
Yeah,
Like
so-
it is very much
yeah.
the driving
See,
force.
I like that.
is
I like.
quests.
I need quests.
Right.
I
Like,
need things to do.
Yeah, I
Like
need
I've never
direction.
been like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just flying around space.
Yeah. Now there's a gajillion different things you can pick
Yeah.
as far as what you want to do. But it's kind of one of those things like just mapping this game is probably what took half of its development cycle.
Yeah.
Because you
Cool.
land on a random planet that you're just like, oh, this is probably a procedurally generated planet or something like that. You're walking through the town square or whatever, and just walking through the town square, 18 side missions
Yeah.
are popping up. And I'm just like, what are we doing? Who did all of this?
They're saying there's literally thousands of planets in this game. I've been to like 2. One of them's Mars. But anyway, so
What is the most impressive or most surprising thing that you've encountered from Starfield to this point?
The most surprising thing I've had so far actually happened right before I came over here. I went to planet, don't remember what planet it was, but I went there for one reason. I think I was hunting one of my bounties. And when I warped in, I got a hail from the police chief, the security chief down there. And he says they have a ship in orbit that's not responding to any of their hails. And they're worried it might actually be an alien. And it would be first contact, which so far, there are alien animals, but humans are the only intelligent life I've seen in the game.
Yeah.
So far. So this is still a pretty big deal for them. So I go down there and they're just like, yeah, we've been trying to talk to them. They're not answering. Do you want to go dock and do first contact? My rule in these games is to say yes to everything. So,
Yes,
whereas in
and-
real life, I would be like, no.
I got things
That sounds
to
like
do.
a lot. No. In this game, I'm like,
Very
let's
dangerous.
do it. Cracks the beer. So, so I go up there and I try to hail them and it's all jumbly. And I'm just like, well, guess I'm going to dock. So I dock and I go in and it's people's. But what has happened is they're on a generation ship that left Earth 200 years ago, right before Earth invented warp drive. And so they've been going the slow way, and they got to this planet, and they didn't have hypersleep or anything like that. It's a generation ship. Like the first people,
Wow.
yeah, the first people left knowing they were going to die on the ship, and hopefully their children would just take over and keep doing it.
Oof.
And so these people have been going slow through space for 200 years, get to their planet, and it's inhabited by people who came here with warp, and they've been there for like 150 years.
Man, I'd be so
Awkward.
mad.
Yeah.
That
And
is
so
That's
yeah,
a lot
so
of
they're
drama.
so they're just like, this is our planet. Everyone's on the planet's like, nah, dog, it's super not. They're just like, we went through so much. We don't care. Like, and but my favorite thing about that one specific mission was on this generation ship, it is straight up a Star Trek homage. Everyone has uniforms that are based on their department. And all the command people are wearing like this reddish purple. All the sciences are in this like bluish teal, and then all the support staff are in gold.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, it's too perfect for it to have been a coincidence. And there's homages to all sci-fi everywhere. Like I've seen things that reference Blade Runner, that reference Alien, now Star Trek. Like they did it on purpose, and that was cool. So aside from just how cool the mission is, which by the way, I'm playing kind of evil, so I blew them up.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I did it for some credits and a penthouse because the planet that is already inhabited is a resort. And they're just
That's
like,
funny.
hey, you can stay for free and we'll give you some money.
They wanted you to blow them up.
Oh,
Why not just
hey,
Just, like,
come
add
live with
in?
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
could be
they
a
said no to
janitor.
that. The options I was given, you can pay, like me, can pay to retrofit their ship with a warp drive and tell them, best of luck, go find another planet. There's thousands. Or blow them up. Or, in my opinion, actually slightly more evil, they would be more than happy to let them move in onto the resort planet, and they'd have room and board, and they have to work off their debt at the resort.
Ooh, indentured servants.
Yes, like literally
Yeah.
indentured servants.
Yes.
And like they're even making jokes like they're used to doing this generationally, like it's fine. And so I was just like, that sounds evil, and then I blew them up. So, but
You really saved
Actually,
them,
none of those
actually.
sounded like
Yeah.
good options.
Yeah. That
no,
all
they were
sucks.
like literally the only good option would have cost me a ton of credits, and I work really hard for my credits. So blowing them up got me more credits.
Yeah.
It's all in a day's work.
Man,
Well,
it's
then.
hard. It's hard being in space,
Yeah.
Yes.
Big
Yeah.
Pirate Josh.
Yes.
Space Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Space Dog.
I'm the dude.
Mhm.
Audio junkie.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yes, that's me. There's more games coming out too. But
We kind of de facto covered me too. Like
That's good.
that is literally the only thing
Nice.
I've done.
Yeah.
Other than watch my kids.
Being a responsible father.
The child.
I tried. Yeah. Tried.
So, Brittany, what's up?
It's one of our digi peeps.
Well,
Digi
One
peeps.
Piece, One Piece
Digital
live
people.
action just dropped.
Yeah.
So how was
You-
that?
You were excited about that.
Yes.
Tell us.
Because their track record is not stellar.
Oh no! This fixes all of that.
Cool.
That's
Oh,
actually
okay.
amazing.
And I mean, there's some things that I think that I wish would be in there because I've been doing a lot of reading up on some things because I haven't done the whole shebang. But
Well, I mean, there's like 1,000 episodes.
Well, there's only 8 in the live action first season.
So they're almost to 1%.
Yeah. So, but the cast is phenomenal. I absolutely love this cast. The actress who plays Nami is actually a huge One Piece fan anyways, so that's cool. But absolutely
Sorry,
amazing.
I was just thinking that always works out well at Netflix when the star is a huge fan of the property.
Well, right. But I think the thing that's different about this is the creator of One Piece was heavily, like he did the casting. Like he was heavily involved. He said the only way that they would do this adaptation is if he was involved and he called majority of the shots. I remember
that's an easy dub for them.
I remember reading some articles where Oda said that he made them reshoot stuff because it wasn't good enough. And so he spent a lot of time in post and stuff as well. So I think as far as the curses of like Dragon Ball and Death Note.
I forgot about Dragon Ball.
I will say
that one wasn't Netflix's fault.
I will say I enjoyed like Rurouni Kenshin live action. I thought it was a really good adaptation.
Did you watch Cowboy Bebop?
No. But I think that this is like a new remedied situation. I think Netflix did it right this time. So I'm hoping that there's another season. I think I'm going to do some video breakdowns in the future. Okay. I've got some friends in the community that are doing it also. So yeah, I was nerding out about that. Also, anime wise, Jujutsu Kaisen, a really great anime, is fixing to go into the Shibuya arc, which is a very deep and dark. It's a big event basically in the anime. So a lot of us are very highly anticipating how it's going to be edited. If you ever watch it, I highly recommend it. I know anime is not everyone's thing, but the storyline's really well driven. The action sequences are beautiful, crazy animated. So those are two of the big things. The last thing that I'm geeking out about from afar is Dragon Con. All of my friends are there. And so before we started filming, I was actually watching the Dragon Con parade. Yeah, because I like to point and see, because I have so many friends
that are
in the. Yeah, definitely. I'm like, oh,
did you see any?
I saw so many of my friends.
Oh,
it was so cool.
What's it like to have friends?
Terrifying.
It's a lot of work, actually. Like 3 out of 10, don't recommend.
But no, so I'm definitely planning on going to Dragon Con next year, making my return.
We started making plans to go this year, and here
snuck
we are.
up on us. Yeah,
here we are. Didn't really sneak. No, we just
snuck up on me.
When were those plans? I don't recall that.
Like back in April.
We did briefly mention it.
Well, like Dragon Con is one of those things where like you need to start planning for next year now.
Yeah.
Because it is such a huge convention. It's now 4 hotels. They've added a hotel this year to their roster.
Wow.
Where is it located?
At
downtown Atlanta.
Okay.
They shut the whole square down basically. Mm-hmm. And you've got 4 host hotels. It's a big party. So yeah, those are kind of the things that I'm excited about. Might have some cool photo shoot opportunities coming up that I'm excited for.
Cool.
I do want to make a comment though about the most recent episode of the podcast that I was in, the ranking. Someone commented how much they love my little tombstone.
We gotta make t-shirts.
I was like, you know what? I like it too. So,
well, hopefully, knock on wood, we don't have to do that this episode.
Yes. I know, but
unless I just put that over your face. I kind
of think it's just like a gimmick at this point, and so I've embraced it. But yeah, so those are the things that I'm kind of nerding out about.
Oh no! Can you guys hear Brittany? Oh no, we lost her. Oh no,
Wait. Brittany? I think we lost her, guys.
I'm going through a tunnel. Sorry. Hold on.
Going through a tunnel.
But also you've been teaching.
Teachering.
Yes.
You got some flags and drums and
My plate has been so full. Yeah, I started color guard instructing after not doing that for a long time. I love my kids. They're so sweet. They're such a hard working group of people. Like they're go-getters, especially because the odds were stacked against them at the beginning of the year. And I've also now taken over the percussion, which is, for people who don't know, that was my forte. That's what I went to college for.
Music joke.
Get it?
Yeah.
Forte.
Music joke.
Sorry, go ahead.
I can do it too. See, I'm funny.
You're funny, girl.
You know, if you have to tell people you're funny,
You know what? I just think it makes me even more funny because then they're like, "Oh, she really is."
oh yeah, she convinced me.
She's right.
But yeah, so I've been doing that. So adjusting to football schedules and events now is pretty crazy. So
You're about to have a very busy season, aren't you?
yes.
Mm. Yeah.
So, but I welcome the chaos. I love chaos, so it's fine.
yeah. There's a reason I don't teach much in the fall. It's just too hot. Just too
In the
hot.
fall?
It's only the beginning. Only the front part's hot.
Only
Or-
the It's only the front burner. The back burner's fine.
yeah,
It's-
no,
Yeah.
Our game last Friday, because we had that big heat wave. Our game last Friday, it was like 8:45 in the evening. They didn't start the game till 8 p.m.
Mhm.
because the heat index was 109.
Ours too.
But it was like 8:45, 9 o'clock, and the heat index was still 99. And
Nope.
they were out there blasting their little faces off. Like I was so proud of them.
No.
I was dead.
No.
It was past,
Man.
My
It was-
face would not be blasting.
by
Yeah,
the
if I was one of those
time-
refs, I'd have been like, "Oh, we're starting in the third quarter. Go."
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you do that?
Like by the
No.
time the game was over, grandma was supposed to be in bed, okay? But those kids were like living their best lives. So
When the game started, Grandma was supposed to be in bed.
literally, I was just like, oh no. But yeah.
So Jason,
Yes,
Yo.
you have a naked face. Your face is naked.
Excuse me?
You have a naked face.
I wasn't gonna comment.
Yeah.
You told us
Right.
that you weren't going to do that
Liar.
before you left here.
You are a liar.
Naked face 44 and a half.
Does that bother you in some
I am
way?
offended.
Why are you
Actually,
offended?
because your beard was magnificent.
You no longer look like you no longer look like a young Riker.
Well,
you-
no, I
you
look
look-
like I look like
You look
season
like
one.
Riker in that one movie where he shaved his beard, and everyone was
Right.
like, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah. Like it's as smooth as an android's behind.
It's from the movie.
It's from
not
the
weird.
movie. It's from the movie.
Still
It's from the
weird.
movie.
Wow,
Like,
That's not weird.
Deep cut.
Yeah,
It's not weird.
Well, I mean, if you look in the crack for it, you'll find it.
Ah! He did it so
Anyway.
smooth,
Yes.
like his chin.
Like it's
I'm going through another tunnel. Hold on.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, what have I been up to? I've been I had a little bit of surgery, so I was down for a week, and I got to
It's a good thing. He's gonna feel better now.
Oh.
what happened?
You're just applauding for your surgery.
okay.
The crowd was.
So what that did allow me to do is so I can't like do anything, but I
Is that
felt
why you shaved?
I was so bored I just shaved my
Yes.
face.
you know
Something
actually
to
it's
do.
kind of part of it is like okay, what to do
see?
today.
I know stuff.
But the surgery I felt good after. Like I wasn't feeling ill. The pain was minimal. I just couldn't do anything. So it was kind of like I got like a week off with a doctor's note that says I can't do any type of work. So I played video games and watched
There you
TV
go.
for a week,
Yeah.
and it
time.
was amazing.
Mhm.
I have not been able to do that forever.
Since college.
So I
Like,
finally
yeah.
knocked out Final Fantasy 16,
nice.
which
Only
Is-
15 more to go.
turns out that it is one of their more linear games. There's not much in the way of choices on the story, but still very beautiful. It was a great story. Sad at the end. Spoilers for anybody. The main character does die at the end after they build him up, and you get like this. He saves his brother. He saves the world. He gets the girl. He gets the dog, and then he sacrifices himself. And
He's not going to be in Final Fantasy 17.
oh no. Well, Final Fantasy doesn't work like that anyway.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the dog will.
No,
love
the
Square
dog
Enix.
does. No, just the bag. No, Torgal is the name of the dog. Cool dog too.
Was it the corgi?
No, it was a wolf.
Okay.
No, it was a wolf.
Anyway, so let's see what else did I do. I was gonna go see Blue Beetle, but I did push myself a little bit the day before, and I ended up hurting and having to kind of rest that day, so I didn't go see Blue Beetle. I
That
feel
was-
bad. I still want to go
the
see it.
general consensus.
I
they
definitely
would've-
pushed that in the back of my mind. I
Yeah.
totally forgot about
They
that
would have
movie.
appreciated that one ticket sale.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Would have
I
tripled
don't-
their sales.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to give it a chance because that's the way that I am.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
You'll
Yeah,
probably be
yeah.
able to stream it in like 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure it actually does already have a digital date, if I have not.
Wow.
On Max.
Max.
Max, yeah,
Paramount-
on Max,
Paramount
on the Blue
Plus.
Max. Yes, the only have you noticed the only thing left over from the HBO is like the circle in the A for HBO.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like here's a little circle. Remember when? Speaking of which, have you heard why one of the reasons that HBO changed their name to Max?
Mm-mm.
It's one of the reasons that the writers and everybody is striking. It's because all of these contracts for streaming and everything, it's paid based off of when it showed when it is shown on HBO. So when
So
they
if it's not
changed their
HBO
name to Max, it voided the contracts.
Yo, that's
Bro.
dirty.
Yeah,
That is dirty.
dirty. Now,
I don't like the way it says dirty.
Dirty.
dirty. Anyway,
It's very close.
so those are kind of that's kind of the stuff that's going on with this stuff. Anyway,
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's
right?
awful.
That's
And
Jeez.
and HBO is like, well, we're losing money anyway. Might as well just lean into this villain thing.
Yeah,
until we
HBO
recover-
chose to blow up the ship like you
Yeah.
did with the.
Yeah.
That's, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. They
Good
they
job
totally
bringing
went
that
old Josh Starfield on it.
Yes.
And there's your new
Nuked the ship. Yeah.
solo album, Josh Starfield.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be a good solo act.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
Taylor
It's
Swift. movie.
EDM with
What
banjos.
would you wear?
Oh.
What would Josh Starfield wear?
It would be very Daft Punky. You probably wouldn't.
Like a
probably wouldn't
helmet?
see my.
Mm.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't see my face.
Like Marshmallow?
Yes.
But it'd be
With
like, a graham
but
cracker.
he'd have a bolo tie to keep the theme.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
Bolo.
A collarless shirt with a bolo tie.
Mm.
That's a choice.
Mm-hmm. So you can see the tie all the way around.
Okay.
Wow.
I want them to know it's not a clip-on bolo.
I don't think you can have a clip on bolo.
Yeah.
Well, not with a collar like that.
It's like a bolo is like, oh, it's let me wear this loose noose around my neck.
Basically.
Hey, I love bolo ties.
I'm not
I used
saying
to
it's a
wear bolo
bad
ties
thing.
all the
I'm just
time as a
saying that's
kid.
what it feels like.
I'm here
I've
for
worn
it.
bolo ties. I know.
God.
Go.
Why do you like bolo ties? Tell me why you like bolo ties.
Horse shows,
Oh.
showing horses. Yes.
You show horses?
She has a.
Look at all these
There we go.
horses.
Look at all
Put
these
horses right here.
horses.
Look at all these horses.
I'm gonna fix it in post.
Yeah. Okay.
What is that? What is that? Equestrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I almost
Yes.
said pedestrian, but
I will
that's not
try to
right.
find.
Very
I will
different.
try to find this picture and send it to our group chat of
Yeah.
whenever Santa Claus brought my horses. I had a full Western get up. This is the 90s. Okay, it's already ridiculous.
yeah,
So
it's
it was
perfect.
that kind of
Garth
Western.
Brooks was on
Okay.
his peak.
like
right.
like Babe had the full black buckskin vest with the tassels on it, and a hat, and the bolo tie, and the
Wow.
boots. Like I was in
No
it.
fur. This was before
No.
the fur.
No.
The boots
So
did
then
not have fur.
did not have
Yeah.
Right, boots with
They
it.
did
Right.
not have the fur. We were
Yeah.
boot,
This was-
boot scoot boogin back then.
Right.
It was
Back
a
then,
different
the
era.
boots were only
Honky
made
tonk,
for
badonk
walking.
it up.
These were
Mhm.
boots with the spurs.
Boots with the spur. Nice.
They did. They
Don't laugh
they
at
did.
that.
They had.
Don't
they
laugh
had
at
Nice.
little-
Stop laughing.
We're
Stop laughing.
we're gonna make that song.
Stop laughing right now.
But I will try to find that photo and send it to you guys.
I'm
'cause-
so angry.
So then
Please
you
do,
rode
Brittany, thank you.
Western
Sorry.
then? Western style?
yeah, but
You ride Western?
Yes,
Okay. Cool.
I tried.
Stop
like,
laughing.
I tried fence jumping
with
back
the
in the day and
spurs.
stuff.
Okay.
But oh my god, now it's like in my head. I'm thinking of like a whole song.
Right.
I'm trying to ignore myself up here.
We'll
But,
have the music
um,
video out within 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm still making the
That would be a good.
was
t-shirt,
it
though.
what would I call it? What did I call it? Airwick?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
movie, that's still coming out.
Yeah.
Oof.
Already working
Please.
on it.
Yes.
That whole thing has to be fixed in post. Like the whole thing.
All right, so I have to get out my list here. It's not really a list, but
Oh, did you make a list?
no, I didn't make a list.
Oh.
Oh.
I just have to look at a list so I can remember the name.
Just said it wasn't a list.
Boots
I mean,
with the
it's not
spurs.
my list.
It's not the list. It is
Yeah.
a list.
a list.
The article's important.
Boom.
And
That's
list.
English. So, past couple weeks, diving back into the DC animated movies.
It's a good place to dive.
Yeah, it's the only way I know how to dive. So I started off with I don't know. I checked with the internet just to see what a good
Order.
order would be,
Yes.
Sure.
and they were
Yes.
like just release date.
Yeah.
it's the best.
I
way.
mean, well, no. I mean, they did it in order. Like, you start with Flashpoint, and then everything after that is in the same universe.
yeah. So it kind of worked out. So I watched Flashpoint. I watched Justice League War.
Ooh.
Justice League War was good.
That's what it was. Justice League Throne of Atlantis.
That was the Aquaman one.
That's the Aquaman
Yeah.
one. And
Look into that.
Son of
The Atlantis
Batman.
part. Son of Batman. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
Son of Batman.
Mm.
Yeah,
With Damien. He's a little turd.
bro. Actually, I loved Damien.
You would.
You
He was a go-getter, as you would say.
He kills people.
And
He's a go-getter.
He's a go-getter. He's a go-getter,
Yeah.
and he got it.
it's kind of like that situation. He was like, oh, he was with his mother, and now he's with his dad, and his dad doesn't understand why the way he is because
Yeah.
you didn't raise him. But it's not his fault.
He didn't
One of
know,
my
right?
favorite,
He didn't know.
one of my favorite panels in any Batman comic ever is Batman and Damien, and they have to like split up. And Batman looks at him and goes, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do." He looks at him and goes, "You have 9 children."
God.
And then there's
Wow.
even a little note down at the bottom, like the little Stanley note, and it's like, canonically, Batman has 9 children. And it's just
Wow.
like, dude gets around.
What a
Was not aware of that.
super
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone's wondering what Batman's superpower is.
burn.
Procreation.
Fertility.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a
That
creator.
and very little sleep.
yeah. He is the Dark Knight.
Anywho, Batman and Son. Yeah.
Batman and Son.
Yeah.
Or Son of Batman.
Son of
Batman
Batman.
and Son.
Yes, I'm so glad. I am so glad someone went there because I
Thank you.
immediately
Thank you.
was about to say that.
So we're
I'm
making
coming, Martha!
that spoof.
yeah, that was a good one.
I'm coming, Martha.
Yeah.
Can we please video idea, skit idea? Can
Yep.
we please?
Oh, write it down. It's perfect.
Someone
Oh my God.
write it down, please.
My head hurts.
That would be hilarious.
I did find Quincy Jones, who wrote that song.
Yes.
He has a the 20th Century Essential CD compilations, I guess, like
Yeah.
that. But they have all the biggest artists of the 20th century, and they release them. It's like one of the infomercial CD
Oh,
collection
right.
things, right?
Time
Oh, okay,
Life. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they did one for Quincy Jones, of course, and that song
Probably
is-
slaps.
Oh, 100%. The whole album
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
But they did that one song, and that song is so much deeper than what we just see. Like it's like there's this wild harmonica solo that happens later on.
Yeah.
Like it's just
What?
there's just like this
Yeah.
slap bass little section of it.
Yeah, it's like
It's
a
so
4-minute
good.
song that they
Yeah.
trimmed down to 30
Yeah,
seconds.
it's
for
so
that
good.
intro.
So I was about
Yeah.
to say, like, of all songs, Quincy Jones wrote that song, but I guess it's longer than
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like an actual song. They just used that little clip for the.
that's
That's
funny.
Now
so
I know what I'm-
cool.
Yeah,
Now I know what I'm
Everyone
looking
hop,
up
everyone
after,
hop on Apple Music and
Yeah.
Yeah.
and download.
Yeah, not Spotify.
I'll find the
Yeah.
name of it.
Anyway.
Why not
Talk amongst
Spotify?
yourselves.
I don't know. I'm a Spotify hater.
Spotify's
I'm not really a
for
hater. I just don't
Same.
use it.
Yeah, I've literally never used it.
Yeah, like I don't see what the appeal is.
I still use Pandora.
Whoa.
Well, I use
So,
Pandora
whoa.
and I use Spotify.
She just likes linking it to her MySpace.
I do.
It's the easiest.
I have to let people know. Like,
I'm still not in her top 8 friends though.
It's fine. I have a top
No.
16, so you can fit in there somewhere.
There it is.
take me
Glad-
back to those
glad I'm in
days.
the-
Like, seriously.
Glad I'm in the top 16 people you know.
So it's called The Street Beater, and it is 3 minutes and 7 seconds. The Street Beater.
The Street Beater.
Wow. That's it.
Does it flag the thing if we each do a different part? That's the harmonica solo.
All right. It might. I don't know.
We'll see. Like playing with fate.
Maybe I'll like change your pitch and. All right, let's just see if we can flag it. Here we go. Everyone together now.
It's just the baseline.
I don't know enough
Can't
to
flag a
contribute. I'm
baseline.
sorry.
You were uncultured.
That
Whoa.
was rude.
All right,
It's not
all
what
right,
you
there.
said, it's how you said it.
Yeah.
All right, it's what is
There
this?
was-
What is this?
There was a tone.
Right, I mean,
I think
the,
what
the
this
shot.
is.
Why?
I think what this is Corey's pouting because you shaved your beard.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't talk to
Yeah.
people with beards like that.
Yeah, we never closed that thread. Pretty upset.
All right. I want to know.
Pretty-
I want to. Okay, tell me
Do you really want to
about
know?
your feelings. Tell me about this beard. You know what? We're not going to do this. Christian was talking. We're not going to take his spotlight. No. Moving on.
However, podcast idea, a therapy with Jason, where he solves all of our problems.
Love it. Write it down.
Honestly, yes.
Write it down.
But you have to be clean shaven when we do it.
So Christian.
Because I don't trust therapists with beards.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Christian, I
What are
see
you
that
hiding?
you feel more comfortable being on the backside of a camera and not often in front of it. Tell me where do you think that stemmed from?
Tell him
Oh
about
my
your
gosh.
backside.
The backside.
The rear. That you're focusing on other people instead of yourself.
No, that triggers me. I don't understand.
Wow.
We have to change
No.
the
All right, hold on. We
Yeah,
gotta turn off the cameras.
There's a lot to dive into that one. But I will say, Britt, I need your expertise on some cosplay ideas because watching Flashpoint.
You were so
Yeah.
bad.
I got you. I got you.
Shoot it. Flashpoint Batman. It's probably the best Batman.
Yeah,
Thomas
sure.
Wayne.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
it's a bold claim.
Listen,
Well, for
Flashpoint is
cosplaying.
one of Flashpoint costume wise, amazing.
So many cool things. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just had this like a rugged Batman with some pistols on his hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly. Zero qualms about wasting fools.
baller. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
very
yeah.
brave to make such a bold statement.
Get out.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there was a scene in the
Brave and the Bold.
movie where I forget who he was. Batman was like interrogating, but he went to go throw him off the roof, and then Green Lantern saved him. He's like, "Why would you try to throw him off the roof?" He slipped out of my hands.
It was like an overhead throw.
Yeah. Like, there was some intention in that. He was like, he slipped out of my hands.
I
love
knew
that.
you'd catch him.
Slippery gloves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's filled with blood.
Get him refitted.
I was just gonna shake him a little bit.
Yeah,
I got-
take the truth out of him.
Right, Jay, and he just fell off the
Here
roof.
comes the justice.
Mhm.
Here comes the justice.
So Nick,
I don't know that I've done a lot of nerdy things this week.
clearly
However,
you don't even know what Skyrim is.
it's just 1 week. There's 53. Calm down.
52.
52. A sleep week.
We get a whole extra.
Actually, I
week
saw a
this
video
year.
a whole extra week.
There's actually 13 months in a year. If you really think about it.
Stop.
We're
We're not. We're not doing
Let's
this.
dive in. Go.
So there's a month that has 28 days.
Uh-huh.
There's months that have 30 days.
Uh-huh.
There's
Okay.
months that have 31 days.
Uh-huh.
Right.
If you take it down to 28
Pause.
days,
Pause. Do you know the knuckle trick? I'm about to blow your mind, dude. I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready for this? Put your hand up. January. How many days does January have?
31.
don't do that to
31.
me.
The middle, February,
Does not have 31.
does not have 31. Next one, what month is that after February?
March.
March. How many days does March have?
31.
Then you go to the middle. What's the next one?
April.
How many days does April have?
Not 31.
Not 31. Do you see what we're doing here?
Yes.
So
My God.
every little knuckle is 31 days. So that's how you can tell which one has 31 days.
Intelligent design is real.
Hold on. Wait.
The amount of joy.
It works on the other hand too.
That you
Keep
get
going. Keep going.
Wait. Do you use your thumbs?
No. Just the top. Just
So
the
it's
top.
like this.
So January, February,
No.
March, April, May, June, July.
Holy crap,
August.
because they both have 31.
Yes.
What?
September, October, November, December.
Yeah.
It works all the way around. And you even have an extra knuckle for the leap month.
Wow.
What denomination is the leap? Because it keeps getting bigger.
It's
I
the
don't know.
Nicorian calendar.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
I'll
But
take that.
this
Thank you.
guy was talking about how our general saying for a month is 4 weeks, which is 30 days.
Right.
Mhm.
But not every month has 30 days.
Mhm.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So if you take out those days,
Okay.
it'll equal up to 4 weeks, which would be another month. So we have 13 months.
No, he had 12.
I don't agree with that.
Interesting. I see what he's
I don't
saying.
think that's enough days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see
So-
what- I'm with you.
My favorite calendar fact is some guy posted on Twitter. He was just like, so some of the months clearly mean a number. Like December clearly means
that
10.
was another one.
Yeah. So like,
Mhm.
what happened? And someone was like, well, back in the day, the Roman emperor added extra months.
Mhm.
And the guy commented, well, that guy should have been stabbed. And the guy goes, do I have good news for you? Because it was Caesar.
That's
Funny you
hilarious.
should say that.
So yeah.
Wild.
Twitter is
Um,
such a wild place. It really
X.
is.
X.
I don't want to get sued.
Oh.
It's
It's,
X.
it's where I get
X.
most of my
The app formerly known as Twitter.
it's where I get most of my ridiculous information.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. Nerdy things. Music, I guess.
I was gonna say your whole job is nerdy.
Yeah. Like choir kids are doing really well. I got 35 in our choir. Shout out
Nice.
kids because I'm sure you're watching.
They're all tenors.
They're not. I have 4
Oh.
and a choir of 35. But they're the little engine that could.
Oh.
Little engine that tries.
Oh.
Little engine.
Yeah, just a little engine.
You guys are watching. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Doing great.
He said that.
Whoa.
The
Whoa.
choir's doing really well. I'm super proud of them for that. I'm going to throw some Latin and German at them this year and
Oh,
see what happens with that.
How
Are you
how's
gonna wait
your
for
German?
them to have? Yeah, you're gonna wait for them to have the Latin down, and then when they're feeling really good about it, okay, now German.
Yeah. Now we're going to flip vowels.
Yes.
And you just have to deal with it.
You just have to sound angry when you sing it. Yeah.
We're prepping for our trip to New York, which is coming in March.
New York.
Very excited about that.
What are you doing in New York?
Singing
Singing.
all the places.
Radio City
Carnegie.
Music Hall?
No.
Carnegie.
We're going. No, we didn't do Carnegie.
Rocket
We
straight
could
to
have done it,
Carnegie.
but I don't want to do it. So,
So overdone.
yeah, right. So we are.
Basic.
We're going to see a Broadway show. Probably Sweeney Todd. Shout out Josh Groban. He'll probably be done by the time we get there.
And
Perfect
now
Josh Grobe done.
playing Sweeney Todd, Groban's third understudy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Keep paying.
We're doing a tour of the Cotton Club in Harlem, which I'm really excited about. Which those kids are like, that's not the crowd that would know anything about the Cotton Club, so I'm very excited about that with him. We are going to sing at the 9/11 Memorial,
Nice.
so I got to pick a really good song for that. We're going to sing at the Statue of Liberty,
Do good or it disrespects America.
100%. There's this piece called "Fare Thee Well, Love" that I really want to do there, but it is hard.
You got some months.
I'm 13.
Yeah, 13.
Thanks for that leap month.
Yeah. So yeah, but we're just gearing up for a bunch of stuff with the work, and marching season is fully underway. We had our second game last night. Shout out Ardmore football.
Did they actually win?
I won't talk about it.
It was like
So why are you shouting them out?
48-0 because they needed a shot.
Yeah, they need a shout out.
I love those kids.
They need a shout out other than being shouted at.
Truth.
The preposition's important.
Hey,
So
shout
the-
out to Ardmore. from Wisconsin. I mean, Indiana.
That's right. Either one from both. A couple of the football kids did see me at pregame, and I had the band lined up, and we're about to go inside.
Now, pregame, like the period of time, or pregame the activity?
The period of time.
Okay.
I don't.
Joshua.
You know,
I'm just checking.
So,
I'm just saying, like, that would have been a wildly different story. Yeah, this kid caught me pre-gaming.
Oh, no.
And,
I don't. I'm too old.
I wouldn't be able to regular game.
Yeah. So, I had them lined up, and I was in go mode. It's like, get lined up. We're marching in the stadium. Let's go right now. And percussion was just like taking their time.
Doing
and
percussion things.
Boy, how I got hot real quick. And some of the football boys were going into their locker room. They saw me. They're like, Mr. Murphy, Mr. Murphy. And I like ignored it, and I was like, percussion, start tapping right now. And then, cut. And then the football boys were like, oh my God. And I just walked into the thing. So that was kind of cool, I guess, that they...
That's why they didn't do so well. They were still thinking about that.
Yeah.
Well...
You really threw them off their game.
Our favorite teacher yelled at me.
Well, I mean, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Just cut that.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from, though, because as someone who is stepping into different shoes, like, you get in this state of mind right before a game, like when you're going to pregame, you get in this state of mind where you're like, I need everyone else to be like the band. I need you guys to like focus. Yeah. And it's always percussion. It's always percussion and low brass.
Well, I exist.
We all resent that.
When I don't. I know me. I just feel like I want to be as efficient as possible with like everything that I do.
Yes.
And I want, like, when I say I need y'all to line up and percussion, I need you to be ready in 2 minutes. That is the words that I said is what I need you to do right now.
Yes.
And so, kids will always take the path of least resistance every single time. And so sometimes, like, my delivery method of saying it just like I just did, in 2 minutes, I need you to be lined up, ready to go, percussion tapping off in 2 minutes. And they just didn't do it. So obviously I need to deliver the same message a little bit differently.
Yes.
For them to understand the urgency of what I just said. And in that moment, the 2 minutes was up. So like, we need to be moving towards the stadium. So I need to say this to you very loud, very quickly. And then they're like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't have to yell at you if you just did what I told you to do in the first place.
I've done this thing where I make them parrot what I've said or Mr. B, the actual band director, says. Because I'll be like, so I need you guys to say your instruments down, grab water, and come back. And then I'm like, so what are we about to do? And then I hear them mumble, and I'm like, no, everybody, what are we about to do? And that has, because I don't want to be like the mean guy, but I want them to understand, like, I say these things so everyone's time can be respected and we can do what we have to do efficiently and quickly. Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. And that's the thing that I learned in grad school. Like, rehearsal time is precious, and you need to be as efficient and effective as possible. That includes what you say, includes what you allow the kids to do, that includes, procedures. Like, every part of rehearsal is important, and you just need to be as efficient as possible with it. So, and I think that works in the classroom too, like teaching. You just need to be as efficient as possible because, we only have 48-minute periods, and that time goes by very quickly if you don't use your time wisely. So,
all right. So we did want to bring up that a very important person.
All right. Yes. See, I told you I was going to forget about me.
A very important person in our pop nerd culture. We lost them this past August. The woman who voiced Harley Quinn, Arleen Sorkin, passed away on the 24th of August. And she has been an important part of Batman lore since the early 90s. Now, Harley Quinn was created for the Batman, the animated series. And she wasn't a character prior to that. And her debut episode was the 22nd episode of the Batman animated series, which is super popular, called Joker's Favor on September 11th, 1992. And she's been essentially the voice of Harley Quinn since then. Harley Quinn has clearly become one of the top tier characters from the Batman
S tier.
Yeah, S tier. Yes, I would say
Yes.
S tier. Yep.
Yes.
Coming soon.
But anyway, I would say this is certainly very close to losing Kevin Conroy, losing losing Arleen Sorkin and the voice of Harley Quinn. So
I don't know why Jason's trying to make me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she was very important as far as like female voice actors and stuff in the community because she really did a lot as far as like putting a platform out there. So it really sucks. But it's also one of those realizations too that I had because there's been a lot of celebrity deaths recently. 2023 has not been kind in that regard, but it's a lot of deaths from like our younger years. And it just like brings me to the thing of live life the best that you can kind of thing. So she'll be missed. It makes me want to binge the animated series.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, I would
He's
say
on it.
that the animated series probably did as much for Batman as the 1989 Batman
100%.
because it was a direct leap off of Tim Burton's Batman. In fact, they use the same score.
Yeah.
And certainly you have the 1930s aesthetic, but also the influence of Tim Burton's Batman, and then of course the score, and then you've got Mark Hamill's Joker, you've got Arleen Sorkin's Harley Quinn, you've got Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Yeah,
Just it's just as iconic as any of the Batman movies.
That was the Batmobile that I had.
The
same.
long
Same.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
little
same.
thing slid open so you could put Batman in there.
Yep.
That was the one that I had.
I had
like,
that. I had that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I know I had that. Yeah.
I didn't have the Michael Keaton Batmobile. I didn't have.
I used to
anything
have
else.
the Hot Wheels of it from the animated
Oh
series.
yeah.
yeah, that was
I want that right now.
We could do
Yeah.
a whole episode just talking about the animated series.
Yeah.
I need to watch it
Write it
again.
down.
I haven't. I need to watch it again.
Like that
It's
was
been a long
that was incredibly formative.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, I was
Well.
playing Injustice. Sorry, Corey. I was playing Injustice the other night.
This is the never-ending episode.
and Batman and Kevin Conroy voices the Batman for that and for that
that's
game.
cool. I didn't know
And,
that.
It was I was just like, oh, that's kind of sad to listen to now. Felt a little ghoulish, actually, a little bit.
Corey, go.
Okay, Corey,
There you
go.
go.
Get in there.
Hey, Jason, you want to end this one for us? I mean, you're doing a great job.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. This has been our riff episode. We've just been talking nerd. Corey's been trying to end this thing for the last 30 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and end it now. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Share this thing. If you're on the podcast, if you're listening audio, we've got the YouTube thing going, so you definitely need to check that out. If you got the YouTube thing going, you want to listen to audio, go to that. Because if you don't have to see us, because anyway, there's like 6 of us now, so it's kind of cool. We got like a big table, and we got Brittany and me. We're like these digital boxes. It's pretty cool. And Corey's like off to the side. I can't even see him in the screen. But anyway, so
He's hiding.
he's hiding off the. I was watching him taking pictures like this whole time. He's like, "Oh, look at my boys! They're taking pictures. Yay!"
Just leave. Just
Okay.
let him go. We should just leave.
So, but anyway, make sure you share all this. Like we need people to subscribe. Share the crap out of this. Thank you for joining us. And remember, Christian, which are the 3 things that people should do before the next episode?
Moisturize.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, moisturize.
Good.
Supple skin.
So far, I've heard
In
no lies.
addition, no. What
Yeah.
what are the 3
hydrate.
things that I'm talking about, Christian?
Oh. Eat, sleep, nerd.
Take it easy, people.